NBA 2K19 has been out for a little while now, so now is a great time to analyze the preliminary player rankings before the season begins. In this two-part series, we'll give you the players whose rankings don't feel quite right based on last season's play. Today, we'll deal with the players who we feel were sold short. Starting off our list, we have LeBron James, a 98 overall. Okay, I know what you're thinking. How could a 98 possibly be considered too low of a rating? An easy answer to an easy question. James is the highest rated player in 2K19. If the developers knew this was going to be the case, why not just give him a 99? What they are saying here is no one in the NBA is worthy of a 99 rating, which is more of a slight to the entire NBA than it is to James. I'm a fan of grading on a curve, so if 2K Sports thought LeBron deserved a 98 but knew he would be the highest rated player, why not just bump him up that extra point? It doesn't make a lot of sense. The best player in the league should have a 99. Once that is established, then let the other players fall where they may below that. Make no mistake though, 1 point when you're talking about the high 90s is akin to 10 to 15 points in the 60s and 70s. But if anyone in the entire league is worthy of being awarded that extra clout, is it not LeBron James? Lest we forget, James had one of the best seasons last year at age 33. He posted 27.5 points, 9.1 assists, and 8.6 rebounds, playing on one of the most underwhelming teams to reach the NBA Finals in recent memory. LeBron willed that team past the rest of the Eastern Conference, and even though they were swept, not one iota of that blame should go to the king. He's still arguably the toughest matchup in the association in a one-on-one scenario, and his jump shot is only getting better. Stats aside, this one is common sense. Give the man a 99. He deserves it. Next up, Ricky Rubio, 77 overall. Rubio was thriving in Quinn Snyder's system in Utah. He had a career high in points per game last year at 13.1. Couple that with a second best in rebounds per game average of 4.6, and you have a legitimate resurgence on your hands. Even though he had a career low in assists last year, he is still one of the premier passers in the league. The 5.3 assists per game versus his previous assist numbers that average out to be around 8.5 per game is probably due to the sheer greatness that was Donovan Mitchell last year. Rubio was only the primary ball handler about half the time he was on the court, compared to virtually 100% of the time when he was in Minnesota. That caused him to have to finally hone his shot, which he did. His three-point average was the highest it has ever been in 2018, even though he took more three-pointers than he ever had. Snyder's system, the decreased passing pressure, and the one-man movement that is Mitchell have all made Rubio better. That should translate to at least an 82. Next up, we have Kristaps Porzingis, 88 overall. Understandably, this rating was probably hurt because the unicorn will be coming back from an ACL tear. This is a ridiculously hard injury from which to return to at 100%, especially for a 7'3" shooter like Porzingis. In his injury-shortened season, he further honed his scoring prowess, which is where the meat of this argument lies. Porzingis is a perimeter-focused player's best friend in 2K. He can simply knock it down from deep. He shot almost 40% from deep in 2018. Any 3-and-D specialist will tell you how frustrating it is to pass the ball out only to find the ball in the hands of your center because he cannot run in transition as well as the guards. That is not a problem with Porzingis. He can live down low or behind the arc, while still being a serviceable mid-range option. Simply put, he is the prototypical offensive band-aid that can bail you out of most any bad decision. For that, he deserves to be in the 90s. If he was not coming back from an ACL tear, I would be happy with a 94, as is though a 90 or 91 sounds right for someone whose skill set was made for a video game. Rounding out our list, we have Victor Oladipo, 88 overall. Oladipo won Most Improved Player in 2018, and deservedly so. He also jumped up 9 points from a 79 to an 88 from 2K18 to 19. This is a monumental increase, but I'm here to tell you that it isn't enough. Oladipo is the #1 option on his team and probably would be on 5 to 10 other teams in the league. His defense is only getting better and better every year. His 3-point and 2-point shot percentages were both career highs, despite taking more shots than ever before. His steals and rebounds were also career highs, putting his 2018 season in revelation status. All of these factors combine to make him a go-to option for players that enjoy playing on-ball defense and thrive in pick-and-roll situations. Bottom line, he should be around a 93. Oladipo can be an unstoppable force in the hands of the right player. Thank you for watching, and be sure to keep it locked to the Game House for more coverage of NBA 2K19 and over and underrated players. Be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video. And for all things sports and esports news and analysis, keep it locked to the Game House. From our house to yours.